Some say cats are mysterious. Yet when yours curls into the curve of your arm, you feel like they've known your soul forever. They have rules, quiet, unspoken rules, about how love should be given and received. Rules they never write down but somehow expect you to understand. And when you follow them, something magical happens. Your bond deepens and your home feels softer. I remember the first time I noticed it with my own cat. She wasn't just living with me, she was teaching me. A slow blink in the morning meant, I trust you. Turning her head away during a cuddle meant, that's enough for now. Every little gesture was part of a language that had been there all along. I had just never learned to listen. Today we're going to step into that secret world. To learn the gentle etiquette your cat wishes you knew. To see life and love the way they do. Because once you do, you'll never see your cat the same way again. The first thing to understand is that cats live in a world of subtle signals. They notice the smallest shift in your tone, the tiniest flick of your hand, the way you approach them. To us it might seem like nothing. To them it's everything. Take eye contact for example. It's natural to want to gaze into your cat's beautiful eyes for as long as possible. But in feline language, a long, steady stare isn't love, it's a challenge. In the wild, that kind of look means tension, maybe even a fight. Among friends, cats will glance, blink slowly and then look away. So, the next time you want to tell your cat, I love you with your eyes, try the slow blink. Gently close your eyelids halfway, pause, then open them again. If your cat blinks back, that's their way of sending the same message. It's not just cute, it's trust wrapped in whiskers and silence. And then, there's the rule that might feel the hardest for us humans, letting them come to you. I know how tempting it is to scoop them up the moment they walk into the room. To reach down and bury your face in their fur because you missed them. But to a cat, love feels safest when it's on their terms. Autonomy is their love language. When you wait, something shifts. You'll notice that the moments they choose to curl up beside you are warmer, longer, and filled with purring. They aren't just tolerating you, they're seeking you out. And that choice, made again and again, is the heartbeat of your bond. Have you ever had a moment like that? When your cat came to you, uninvited, and it felt like the most perfect gift. Cats also live in a world painted by scent. Something we often overlook because our noses simply can't keep up with theirs. When your cat rubs their cheek against your couch, your leg, or even your grocery bag, they're not just being affectionate. They're creating a scent map, a personal blueprint of safety and belonging. Every place they rub becomes part of their world. And when we unknowingly erase that, maybe by washing their favorite blanket too often or moving their beloved chair, we aren't just redecorating. We're rearranging their sense of home. If you do need to clean or move something, let them reclaim it. Leave a piece of fabric they've already marked nearby. Watch as they rub, sniff, and settle into it again. This little ritual isn't just habit. It's comfort stitched together by familiar scents. And then, there's something that still amazes me no matter how many times I say it. Cats meow mostly for us. Not for each other, not for other animals, for humans. It's a language they've tailored to communicate with the strange, two-legged creatures they chose to live with. They adjust their tone, pitch, and rhythm depending on how you respond. If you answer even with a soft "Hi, sweetheart," you're letting them know their voice matters. Ignore them too often and they may either try harder or give up speaking to you altogether. So answer back. Even if you don't speak fluent meow, your response builds trust. And trust is the thread that ties your worlds together. Have you noticed how your cat's meow changes depending on whether they want food, comfort, or simply your attention? Another quiet rule your cat lives by is the need for an escape route. Even the most affectionate cats feel safer when they know they can leave at any time. In the wild, getting trapped could mean danger, and that instinct hasn't gone away just because they live with us now. If you've ever seen your cat pause at a doorway, tail twitching, eyes scanning, they're not hesitating for no reason. They're making sure they have a way out before stepping in. So, when you're cuddling them or when guests are visiting, try not to block their path. Leave a door cracked. Give them space by the edge of the couch. The funny thing is, the more freedom they feel, the more likely they are to stay close. And when it comes to affection, remember, cats aren't dogs. They don't usually enjoy long, heavy strokes down their whole body right away. For most cats, the magic spots are their cheeks, the top of the head, and under the chin. Maybe the base of the tail, but that's something you earn. Watch their signals. Ears forward and leaning in? Keep going. Ears twitching, tail flicking, skin rippling? That's your cue to stop. Respecting those limits doesn't push them away, it brings them closer because they know you're listening. Have you ever found that your cat suddenly pulls away mid-pet, even though they seem to be enjoying it? That's not rejection, it's just their way of saying, that's enough for now. There's also a sacred sign your cat will sometimes put up, the do not disturb signal. It's easy to miss if you're caught up in how adorable they look, curled in a perfect loaf in a patch of sunlight. But when their paws are tucked, their eyes half closed, and their breathing is slow, they're not just napping. They're recharging in the deepest, safest way they know. Interrupting this moment, even for a cuddle, can feel to them like someone barging into your most peaceful dream. If they open one eye and chirp at you, that's an invitation. But if they tuck tighter, sigh, and drift deeper, honor their space. Cats remember who respects their peace, and they return that respect in ways that can't be forced. Learning to read their body language makes all of this easier. A flicking tail isn't happiness, it's stimulation, maybe irritation. Purring can mean joy, but it can also mean stress or self-comfort. Kneading is pure contentment. And the famous belly display? Sometimes it's trust. Sometimes it's a trap. It's not about memorizing a list of cat behaviors. It's about paying attention, noticing the patterns, and understanding your cat's personal way of speaking without words. Have you started to notice those little signs your cat gives you? The ones that almost feel like a private conversation between just the two of you? Even something as simple as the litter box holds deep meaning for your cat. To us, it's just a necessity. To them, it's a vulnerable space, a place where they need to feel completely safe. If the box is dirty, noisy, or in a spot with too much activity, they might avoid it altogether. Covered boxes can trap smells they dislike, and heavily scented litter can be overwhelming. Keeping it clean, quiet, and easy to access is more than hygiene, it's respect. One box per cat, plus one extra, is a good rule if you share your home with more than one feline. This ensures everyone has their own safe zone, without feeling rushed or intruded upon. Cats also thrive on routine. What might feel repetitive to us feels like stability to them. The same feeding time, the same cozy spot at night, the same window to watch the world go by. These rhythms tell your cat that their world is safe and predictable. Sudden changes, even small ones, can ripple through their sense of security. And perhaps the most beautiful rule of all, quiet is connection. Not every moment needs words or even touch. Some of the most profound bonding happens when you're simply in the same space. You reading a book, them watching birds, both of you sharing the same sunlight. In those moments, you don't have to do anything to earn their love. You're already their chosen person. Have you ever felt that silent connection, where just sitting together was enough to make you feel completely understood? The truth is, these unspoken rules aren't about control, they're about trust. Every slow blink, every careful approach, every time you respect their space or answer their voice, you're speaking their language. And in return, they weave you deeper into their world. Your cat doesn't care about your job title, your bad hair days, or the mistakes you've made. They care about how safe they feel when they're with you. They care that you see them not just as a pet, but as a soul with needs, boundaries, and a heart that beats in its own quiet rhythm. When you follow their rules, you're not just avoiding scratches or misunderstandings. You're building something rare, a bond based on choice, not obligation. And that's the kind of love that lasts for a lifetime. So here's my gentle challenge to you. Over the next week, notice the small things. Wait for them to come to you. Try the slow blink. Listen to their meows. Leave their scent marks where they are. And see what happens. Because when you meet your cat where they are, instead of where you want them to be, they'll show you something beautiful. The pure, unfiltered love of a creature who trusts you completely. If this helped you feel just a little closer to your cat, I'd love for you to join our Meowsphere family. Like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments. Tell us the one moment your cat made you feel truly loved. Who knows, your story might just inspire someone else to see their cat in a whole new way. That's the beauty of life with a cat. It's never just about feeding them, cleaning their litter box, or buying the right toys. It's about learning the rhythm of their world, a rhythm that's slower, softer, and more deliberate than ours. It's about honoring the little rituals, the morning greeting at the kitchen door, the afternoon nap in the same sunbeam, the way they wait for you on the stairs when you've been gone too long. When you tune into those details, you start to see that your cat has been speaking to you all along. And each time you respond with patience and understanding, you're telling them, I'm listening. I'm here. So tonight, when your cat curls up beside you or finds their favorite spot across the room, let the silence be enough. Breathe with them. Let your shoulders drop. Feel how safe they make you feel, and remember that's exactly how you make them feel too. Because in the end, the unspoken rules aren't just theirs, they become yours as well. And in that shared language, you'll find something deeper than words. Welcome to their world, and thank you for letting them into yours. And maybe that's the quiet secret all cat lovers eventually discover. You don't truly own a cat. You share a life with them. A life built on tiny choices, gentle respect, and the trust they offer in small, precious pieces. Every time you wait for them to come to you instead of reaching first, every time you honor their resting place instead of disturbing it, every time you listen to the way they speak without words, you're proving to them that you are worthy of their heart. And once a cat gives you that heart, they never take it back. They may be independent, mysterious, even aloof at times, but when they decide you're home, that bond is forever. So hold on to it, protect it, and celebrate it, because in a noisy, restless world, having a creature who trusts you completely is one of the rarest gifts you'll ever be given. If you've ever felt that kind of love from your cat, tell us in the comments. Your story might just help someone else see their own cat with new eyes. And if you want to keep discovering the hidden, beautiful truths of life with cats, subscribe and join our Meowsphere family. We're here to help you not just care for your cat, but truly understand them. And as you move through your days, remember, your cat is always watching. Not in a judgmental way, but in that quiet, observant manner that notices who you are when no one else is looking. They see how you move through the house, how you speak when you're tired, how you smile without thinking when they do something silly. To them, these moments are proof. Proof that you are safe. Proof that you are theirs. So the next time they curl up on your lap or simply choose to nap in the same room, know this. That's not chance. That's a decision. Out of all the places they could be, all the laps they could choose, they chose you. And that is the greatest honor they can give. Thank you for loving them in their language. And thank you for letting them love you in theirs. Here's to a lifetime of soft blinks, quiet evenings, and the kind of trust that doesn't need words. And maybe, when you look back years from now, it won't be the big moments you remember most. It'll be the way they followed you from room to room, the sound of their paws on the floor at night, the gentle weight of them curling against you when the world felt heavy. You'll remember the slow blinks, the mornings when they greeted you before you even spoke, and the afternoons where you both just existed together in perfect stillness. Those will be the treasures you carry, proof that you learned their unspoken rules and, in return, earned something priceless. Because in the end, the bond you build with your cat isn't measured in treats or toys, it's measured in trust, presence, and love that asks for nothing but respect in return. So keep listening. Keep honoring their quiet ways. And never forget, to your cat, you are not just part of their world. You are their world. If this video warmed your heart, join us here in Meowsphere, where every story, every tip, and every moment is made for people who love cats the way you do. And in the comments, share your own small, beautiful moments. The ones that remind you that your cat chose you. We can't wait to read them. And that's where our journey through your cat's unspoken rules comes to a close. But really, it's just the beginning for you and them. Because now, every time they glance your way, every time they pause in a doorway, every time they settle into their favorite spot, you'll see the meaning behind it. You'll feel the conversation happening in silence. It's a language that doesn't live in books, but in moments. And the more you notice, the more fluent you'll become. Soon you won't just be living with your cat, you'll be living with them heart to heart. So tonight, give them that slow blink. Let them come to you. Leave their scent marks untouched. And sit with them in the kind of quiet that says more than words ever could. Because when you follow their rules, they follow you too. In trust, in love, and in the quiet knowing that you are their safe place in this world. From all of us here at Meowsphere, thank you for being that safe place. And thank you for letting your cat be yours.